Hello, everyone. Yes, well, I'm back again now. This is for a response video to Knowlsy, for the video he did about talking about why he started his YouTube channel. After watching it, which I really enjoyed, it was a great, very informative video. So I've really felt to do this response. So it begins for me. I first discovered YouTube back in 2006, just before I finished school, but I didn't have an account on it till about 2000 and till about late 2010, early 2011. Basically, what I used to use YouTube for was just for searching videos like episodes of TV shows. Music videos, interviews, and over time it became such an escape for me because I could find anything I really wanted on there. Stuff I liked when I was a kid that I hadn't had the chance to see for a while. Like I watched episodes of all Power Rangers, other Saban shows, animes, Digimon, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, and all these kinds of things that I found that I wanted. For about the first 3 years, that's all I really did. And then I started to come across people's vlogs when I started searching a bit more in detail about what's on there, because you could find news clips from all over the world. And then I began to realise, and then I began to see that there were these people who just did regular vlogs, like with their webcams at home, or taking footage while they're out and about, or on holiday. Yep, they're on holiday, or they're making videos with their family, and talking about their hobbies, their interests, their jobs, anything in life really. So I started to watch that, and that's when I started to come across this particular group of people who I'm now fairly sort of close with. Some of them, I mean, the big YouTubers I used to watch, who did the big YouTubers. I came across the Nostalgia Critic in about 2009, early 2009, and I didn't have much to do back in the early time of that year, but yeah, I really enjoyed watching his reviews, because how he reviewed films he didn't like and films that were generally bad, and just seeing his reactions to them were quite fun. I found several YouTubers who reviewed old games, video games. I remember, like, you had the Angry Video Game Nerd. There was a YouTuber called VG Retro at the time, from Yorkshire here in the UK, and yeah, so. And yeah, also there was Huey Lewis's animated movie reviews, Linkara, who's also with Channel Awesome. He does a Top the Fourth Wall comic review show, and yeah, what was the other one? Yeah, I'm trying to think, who was the other one? There was, yeah, a guy called Ranger Rand who's still going. That's who I'm thinking of, Ranger Rand, who did reviews of single or multi-part of Power Rangers episodes. So over time, when I began to realize that you can upload your own videos, because I didn't really know about the whole platform of social network. I'd already used Facebook for a long time. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just got this message I'm going to send. Yeah, and oh yeah. So over time, I began to come. That's when I came to come across sort of the YouTuber group that I'm really into, and in some ways I'm a part of, which is the geeky reviewing, toy line, TV show reviewing, talking about things you like when I was a kid. I started to come across, these YouTubers who just did videos like that, and now I consider myself a part kind of that group. I don't do as many toy reviews. I do a toy review occasionally of a toy that I can actually unbox and properly show off. Um, but well, going back to the channel, I set up my first channel in 2010, and before I actually uploaded anything, I did do a few practice runs to make sure I had what I wanted to say properly. So it's not very wise to upload a video, you know, if it's not very well done. I don't feel you need to take time to know what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, how you want it to come across. And yeah, my original channel was just called Lawrence Simpson, which is actually still up, but I haven't put anything on it for ages. Not since for years since I started this channel. Since this channel now has some attention, and yeah, how I came across the group of YouTubers that I kind of know and I'm friends with. I mean, I found. I'm just going to give this guy a quick shout out. My Mr. God Pikachu, Carl. When I happened to discover his videos, he was reviewing old westernized adaptations of tokusatsu shows. In other words, the other Saban shows aside from Power Rangers, and also a few other tokusatsu American adaptations by different companies. And yeah, and through that, I heard about the convention known as Auto Assembly, and I also heard about Knowlsy, great friend Knowlsy, and his great buddy Sam, Mr. 0005 Storm 89, and yeah, and also Tony, Mr. Soundwave SG1, and yeah, and Timey 2Wimey, Time Lord. Yeah, and there were quite a few, so many, and what happened was over time when I started this, so when I started this channel, after doing just a few videos, I only got like a couple of subscribers, but I only did a few videos on that channel, so I wanted to take a break and really try and find if I knew by then I wanted to do YouTube, um, but um, but I didn't really know what I wanted to. I didn't really know what I wanted to do it about. I didn't know sort of who I wanted to be. But I made the decision that I would support what I would, be thankful, extremely thankful for any support I get, but I wouldn't put pressure on myself to gain a certain number of subscribers or gain, try to gain immense respect for being a YouTuber. I wanted to do it solely because solely because it would be fun and something I would enjoy doing. Because I've heard these big YouTubers say something I know that Linkara from Channel Awesome said, is that he has his job doing YouTube, and he's went through a point where he was getting badgered and badgered to do certain topics in his reviews, and he took some time out of one of his reviews I watched to talk to the people to say, that it doesn't feel like fun for him, even though it is his job, but it certainly should feel like fun if you are lucky enough to do it for a job or career. But he said, it's best for him to do things at the pace it's required because, like they're very busy, and not everyone works to a schedule. Even some professional YouTubers don't necessarily work to a schedule. I mean, I don't really. I try and make plans for when I want to do something, when I've decided what the next video I want to do is. Yeah, so that's why I decided that I'm just going to do this purely for fun and get a chance to just get out there a bit and try and just talk to try and just talk get in touch with a few people who might be interested in the same things that I am and share the same level of interest, which that part has certainly worked out, which I'm extremely thankful for. And yeah, because I have made great friends. I mean, Knowlsy, when I came across his channel, I checked him out due to a mention again from Mr. God Pikachu, and then I sent him a message on Facebook, and thankfully he replied saying he was okay, and we've just kind of been talking since, and now we are really great friends, me, him, Sam, and Tony, and also I've got to know Carl as well, God Pikachu, another YouTube, one of the first YouTubers in the, or what they call the Transformers community. Not everyone's a big fan of that term, but I mean, I don't mind it personally. So yeah, so I started. I'm going to talk mainly from when I started this channel, because this channel has the most relevant really to talk about. Whilst the other one, my first channel, Lawrence Simpson, isn't really. It is still actually up there. I never closed it down. It just has a couple of videos on. I think it's still got 1 subscriber, but I say that doesn't matter. But yeah, I started this channel. What I first started to do was just little vlogs about things, talking about things I'd been doing, what I was into. It did take me a while to get some bloody decent equipment to make fairly decent quality videos, because the camera, the old webcam on my old computer it kept freezing up, but I still uploaded the videos, and I did get some support. It took me a while to build this little following I've got. I don't have many subscribers, but as I say, I highly appreciate, the following I get and the support. What I really want to do is, I do admire people who take the time to watch my videos and support me, which some people have done very loyally. That's the best. I think that's the best way to just go about it, so that it's fun. And obviously the difference with YouTube's algorithm is it's not as easy for some videos to get to get a lot of views, because of the changes YouTube have made, I think, due to becoming stricter. So what I started to do, going back to what I started to do, was just little videos about things I was doing, just uploading and just seeing how things would go. And over time, I did start to get some feedback on things I was doing, which I could really use to build on. A lot of this feedback I've got is positive. I don't really get much negative feedback, which is great, but that's fantastic. I get very positive feedback and comments from people. And what I did, so yeah, I started to just do sort of regular, for the first year or so, what I started to do was just little vlogs here and there. I didn't really work to a schedule, and what I did was, when I moved out of my family home, because I got more time to myself sort of in my own place now, about 3 years ago I moved out of my family home and into my own flat, and now thankfully I've got this really great computer, which enables me to do a lot of stuff. So what, I'm leaning up, when I started still doing regular weekly vlogs, mainly on collectors, sort of on purchases and updating people on what I was doing. I don't do that as much now, because I did realise, looking back at them, when it got to a point where I was pretty much saying the same thing every week. Because I am unemployed, and I've been unemployed for a while. I'm working very hard now in the process of trying to get back to work part-time. But so I was trying to keep myself going amongst looking for work and going to appointments, job centre meetings, courses, work experience placements. What I was doing for a hobby was, talking about things I enjoy doing, like gaming, toys, television shows. I've talked about sort of everything really. And then I so what I do is sometimes when some of the toy reviewers do, or some people who review Blu-rays, DVDs on release, things like that. If I had found something I bought that I particularly wanted to talk about, sometimes I'd do a show off and tell video about it. And yeah, that was good. I did start to do sort of Blu-ray reviews. When I'd buy a lot of Blu-rays on the day of release, I would do unboxing and review videos, and they actually started to do quite well, which was nice. And that was it's a big confidence boost when you do a video that does get a considerable amount of views, because it just boosts your confidence. You get a good few likes and constructive comments, and that does build your confidence up with your videos on your channel. And then I started then doing, after Knowlsy, Sam and I had been talking for a while, and I had attended TF Nation for the first time, for the next ongoing year, we started doing live chats on YouTube together. Sometimes I'd do one by myself, or sometimes I'd do one with John and Knowlsy as guest, and now sometimes Carl, God Pikachu, and Tony, Sam with SG1 as well, and occasionally a few others have joined us from that, from the TF Nation gang. Yeah, so what was I going to say? So yeah, and then what I started to do after doing that, I wanted to try and create a video series which is kind of something I do for myself, something I'd like to do that I can put my own twist on, to have a bit more fun with. And that's when I started this sort of regular thing I do now called Otaku's Reactions, which I'm currently taking a bit of a break from, because before TF Nation this year in Birmingham, I'd recorded about 8 episodes, and yeah, and they get a considerable amount of views, and I do get some quite nice comments on some of the ones that I do. What I have done is I've now created an intro which I use for those videos, also some social network info at the end of each one, and what I've done to make them a bit more interactive rather than people just watching me sat here on this sofa reacting to the episodes, is for the last one I did actually add in some Google image clips, because that's still a relatively sort of safe thing to do. You've just got to be careful what you choose to add in the video, due to not getting copyright claims and things like that. But yeah, that was really fun to do. That's a really fun thing to do. I've also done some Let's Play videos now that I can capture. I have equipment to capture game footage. Haven't done that for a while, but I should really get back to it. Because that was fun to do, and I did retro games going as back as like the Sega days and some of the Atari days with retro stuff, as well as doing some current game playing. And every now and then I will just sort of do a kind of video like this, just sort of talking. I've done a couple of reviews, I've done a couple of movie reviews, I say some toy reviews, but I say I do it because people do tell me that I have a good presence, which is nice to hear. And I've had such nice comments from some people saying, like, I know how you could turn YouTubing into your full-time job. And that would be an absolute dream if I could. But it is difficult, and I really just want this to be fun. I mean, I really just want to keep building on this and see what happens. But mainly, this is very much a hobby. So I don't have to put pressure on myself. I don't have to, I don't have to feel like, that I'm sure. I don't have to feel like it's a chore, and put myself through lots of unnecessary stress. This is just something mainly for just fun, like so many people do it for. Because it is something I enjoy doing. See, when I was 17, well, no, actually, no, when I was this was when I was 19. I used to volunteer at a local radio station where I used to guest talk for a couple of hours on the Monday morning show. And that went on for several years, and people did say to me, you're very confident talking to the public and talking to people. And I used to get lots of great, fantastic, supportive emails in that sometimes the main presenter, for a laugh, would read them out on air, saying, we've got messages for you, Lawrence. And I have, and that's partly the reason why I want to do, that's partly the reason why I like to, talk to people sort of via media. And yeah, that was a really big, I think that's a really big contribution to the fact of why I'm now quite confident to come on to the internet and just sort of share things with people, because that was just so much fun. I had studied media in college, where I'd also worked on the college radio station, and they used to say to me, I think you've got a great, you've probably got a good chance of a good career ahead of you. You've probably got a good career ahead of you in radio. Just 1 second. Okay, yes. So, and through discovering that YouTube is a platform for people to talk and socialise and share their lives, hobbies. I think because I had to stop that radio volunteering when I got my first job in an office, and I haven't been able to go back since, unfortunately. But yeah, so this what is the most important thing for me about doing this now is just hope that it's for me to enjoy making my videos, and hopefully that some other people might, people who watch them enjoy them. And I have made some absolutely wonderful friends, made really close friends, in some ways feel like family now, and that really have supported me and given me advice on how to sort of improve my videos, and pointed me in certain directions, and people I can turn to talk to and for support with stuff, which is the most amazing thing. I mean, it definitely has done stuff for me. I really have benefited in many ways through the support people have given me, and through the friends I've made, and through discovering Auto Assembly / TF Nation, and starting to attend TF Nation, and meeting people I'd spoke to and watched videos on YouTube, and then speaking to them online. And now, now that we're all quite good friends, and it has improved my confidence, because I am kind of a bit of a loner in my everyday life here at home and in my small town of Market Harbour. I do have friends and people. There are people I can talk to and people get on with, but I am kind of a loner, a bit. I normally just keep myself amused with my hobbies, my activities, my search for employment, or all kinds of stuff, and then go and see people a few times, once or twice a week. And but as I say, as Knowlsy said, like Knowlsy said in his video, he said that he wanted to do this purely as something he enjoyed. He kind of came across the people who were doing the like the Transformers reviewing at the time, and decided to sort of do his own channel, and how much he said he's enjoyed it. And how much he's enjoyed it, and that and what he said in his video was absolutely spot on about about how and why to do a YouTube channel if you want to do a YouTube channel. Just make sure, if you do want to do a YouTube channel, I would recommend it if you want to talk about stuff, if you've got things to share, whether it could be to promote a business, to do reviews, or to, in somewhat, just to share your hobbies, to share your life. Just do it because you want to do it, And while it may be constructive to work to a schedule, I mean, you can choose. You may be very good at planning a schedule. Ultimately, I'm not. That's why I don't really work to a schedule, because I'm not so good with pre-planning things. I'd like to be much better at it than I am, and I am working on it. But do it because you want to do it, and do it, and make your videos about things you enjoy. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Experience, things will come in time. There's all, since I've done YouTube, I wasn't so happy with the quality of my first video, but I've been training my stuff with online tutorials on how to use software, how to do things, how to make thumbnails, how to categorize your videos, and how to edit. Because I never used to do any editing when I started, but now I can edit. I've trained myself through an iMovie tutorials. I feel that I can do things to improve all the time. Me being a good visual learner enables me to use. For me, my method is online video tutorials, and that gives me a real advantage on being able to improve videos bit by bit. But yeah, don't put pressure on yourself. If you want to do it, then do it. Overall, just have fun. Like any other social network, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where you can socialise with people, and you can also now do videos for all those as well. I say just do it because you enjoy it. And for whatever reason your channel might be for promotion or for hobbies, just get out, just go out there, do it, have a blast. And I tell you, the most important thing to me is no matter on what level the support is that I get, no matter how high the level is, I just want to do it to have fun. But yeah, what I've gotten out of this, both meeting some of the YouTubers that I used to follow in person, and the friendships I've made, that has really meant a lot to me. And it may never have happened if I hadn't decided to do this. So for me, this has been very beneficial. And I recently have started another channel with the aid of Sam and Knowlsy again. It's Disney Magic Nostalgia. I haven't put something on that for a while because I've been busy with other stuff and doing more stuff at the moment for this, my main channel here. But I have actually made plans to do a new video for that. If you just go to Disney Magic Nostalgia on YouTube, and you should be able to find the channel. It has a couple of subscribers already. So if you would like to check that out, please go ahead. But yeah, so this has been my response to Knowlsy on how. Just need to recheck the title of his video. This is my response to Knowlsy on how to get started with YouTube and how I make my videos. I say once again, buddy Knowlsy, if you watch this, you really did do a great video, and I thought really it was kind of important for me to do a response. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video somewhat informative, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks all very much. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.